All right, so everybody, so this is going to be the first of a new series, and also it's going to be some new videos that are going to be a regular thing on this channel. We're going to be talking about subjects that may ruffle some feathers in the industry as far as other businesses, or either it may just be you know, something that you may not want to hear as far as just an opinion. But I'm going to be talking today about what is a car wash and what is a detail. Is a car wash a detail? Is a detail a car wash? And the answer is no, absolutely not. It is not. So the problem is that when someone is looking out for a detail, you automatically are thinking, ooh, I'm gonna get my car. It's so subjective. So let's just start right there. It's subjective. You bring it to a car wash, they can say it's a detail because they're washing your car with some soap and water and they're spraying some tire shine on your tires and they're kicking you out the door or kicking you out the line or whatever system that they have set up. So what the problem is that when someone looks at really detailing, there's different types of detailing businesses, different business models, okay? So a car wash is simply just that. A wash, car wash. Get your car, okay? Gonna get your car, gonna take soap, put it in a bucket or in a pressure washer or what have you, and you're gonna wash the car either just by spraying it, touchless, or by contact wash. That means with a mitt, that means with a brush, that means with something else that is normally used to wash a car. That's a car wash. The face of the wheel. Give me just 1 second, I'm gonna show you something. So, when we're looking at this and you're like, oh man, what is a car wash? Well, it's washing the car with soap and water and also washing the face of the wheel. We're not going behind the spokes, we're not going behind the wheel, we're not doing any of that. It's washing the face of the wheel, washing the car with soap and water, and that's it. Maybe spray some tire shine on there, that's it. And if you're gonna vacuum the inside in the car wash, it's not getting into deep crevices and whatnot. All that it is just getting the spots that you can see. The big wide areas that you can see in the car. That's it. So when you're looking at a car wash, that's a car wash. It's not a detail. A detail is like an onion. You're gonna pull the layers apart and you're gonna look at the different services. How that car is prepped and what happens after you wash it with soap and water and what goes involved with that and what all is involved in that is gonna depend on what your service is that you're picking and what is your desired outcome. So for instance, okay, and we're gonna go deep into each individual service, okay, in these future videos. So this is food for thought. If you're looking at getting your car waxed, wash and wax, soap and water, maybe remove some bugs with that soap and water and a wax. If you have bugs etched into the paint, you have stuff going on with your rims where it's just baked on your rims and you have a bunch of brake dust that's been on there for 5 years and it's brown on the inside of your wheels, that is not included in the wash and the wax. Because the wash and the wax is washing the body of the car, washing the outside of the wheel, and waxing the vehicle. Drying it and waxing it. Throw some tire shine on it, it's kicked out. That's a wash and a wax. If anyone wants to get extra than that, then that's an upcharge, or either, you know, you're getting extra. But a wash and a wax is simply a wash and a wax. Now, when you're looking at something, let's say like a paint correction, which is a whole can of worms, different cans too, that we're gonna get into, because it's not a one size fits all. It doesn't fit every single vehicle for every make and model every year. It doesn't fit. There isn't a cookie cutter product out there or product line that works with every single vehicle in every single situation. So let's get that out of the way automatically. So it's a wide range of things that we're gonna talk about. So, and I'm gonna be talking about with y'all. So here we go. If you're looking at getting something like a paint correction, which everyone is real big on paint corrections, if you're getting a paint correction, which means that you're trying to get some of the swirls out and stuff like that that may be in your car from washing on a regular basis, well, you sometimes have to polish it, you have to compound it. Well, the steps to get there before you even get there, so as I'm saying, It may be to get an iron decontamination, to get off all the iron spots that are on your vehicle. It may be to clay bar the entire vehicle, or clay bar certain areas to get certain contaminants off the paint and off your plastic trim. You may not have to be able to use, or may not be able to use the clay bar to remove some of the stuff. It may take something deeper than that. If you have overspray, or if you have something else going on, it's a huge can of worms. So when someone says, "Oh, I want a detail," it's not as simple as just stating, "I want a detail." What do you want? What's the objective here? Are you getting your paint completely compounded and polished? Are you getting touch-ups? Are you getting your plastic trim restored? On the interior, you're getting leather and cleaning. A basic detail as far as what someone would think after, let's say, you wash the car with soap and water, you vacuum all the areas on the inside of the vehicle. Let's say, you know, you can go ahead and use an all-purpose dressing and go ahead and dress some of this plastic trim and stuff on the inside. Okay, that's a basic detail. Okay, you just clean the surfaces and dress it. Now, if you want something deeper and you want something like, let's say, you're getting leather, real leather, cleaned and conditioned. Let's say if you're getting a leather repair. What are we getting into? How deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go? The point is, not to talk your ear off, the point is, for anyone that doesn't know, now you do know that a car wash is not a detail, and a detail is not a car wash. A car wash is just the first step into performing detail services and detailing services. That's what it is when it gets into auto detailing. Now, that's the same thing when it comes to anything else that you get done. So this is a good example. This is going to be another example. Let me go ahead and break this down. That way, if you don't understand thus far, you will now. So if you're going in, and this is for the fellas, if you're going into a barber shop, okay, you say, "Hey, I want to get a haircut." Okay, let's say you have a beard. Say you have eyebrows that needs to be trimmed. Let's say you have ears for old guys, if you need them trimmed, okay? Let's say, "Okay, hey, Mr. Barber, I want to get my hair cut." The guy, the barber, the woman, whoever's cutting it, he, her, them, they, whoever, whatever they identify as, is going to cut your hair. They're not gonna trim your eyebrows, your beard. They're not gonna give you a shave, a warm towel shave. They're not gonna trim your ears. They're not gonna trim your nose. They're not gonna do any of that. They're gonna give you a haircut. Same thing when you're looking at auto detailing. If you're looking for a car wash is not a detail. That's it, unless you pay for that individual service. Ladies, let's say you go and you say, "Hey, I wanna get my hair cut." The salon or the stylist, okay, the cosmetologist is not going to assume because you said you want your hair cut, okay, that they're automatically gonna be giving you a color and styling it for you, which means that they dress your hair up and whatnot, or that they're gonna do your eyebrows or give you a facial or give you exfoliation stuff or charcoal peel, face peel, what have you. They're not gonna do any of that. They're not gonna do it. When you go in, you ask for a specific service. A haircut, okay, either in a salon or in a barber setting, is the basic thing that needs to be done in order to do the other services. So for instance, if you're a man in what's called beiging, where they actually color the men's hair, which is going on a lot, especially if you have a taper fade or any of these modern haircuts, the hair needs to be cut first before they could color your hair. So this is what this video is meant to explain. What's the difference between a car wash and a detail? I hope that this, kind of gives you some type of explanation, so that way you're not wondering, or gets through the noise and the confusion. So understand that. Now, when you get your car washed, same thing if someone cuts your hair. If you do not pay, okay, to have extra services performed, regardless of who you get to perform this service for you, regardless if you're going to a car wash or a auto detailer, if you're not paying for those services and pay for that jump in cost and pay for that time, the labor, the overhead, okay? Everything else to have it legitimately and professionally done. If you don't pay for it, you don't get it. That's the way it works. It's just that blunt. So don't assume when you call someone to wash your car that you're gonna get, you know, swirls and scratches and paint touch up and bugs removed that have been on there for a year and a half, or you got a gazillion love bugs on there if you're in the South, if you're in the Southeast, and make all the bug etching go away, and you know someone's gonna do what it has to take in order to bring it back, or take an eggshell, anything texture out of your paint, any of that kind of stuff, forget about it. It's not gonna happen. Hope you enjoyed this video. Differences in between a car wash and a detail. I hope that it explains a little bit. Be sure to like and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell for new notifications for videos just like this.